Hey friends, welcome to another DIY corner, a slightly different angle today, and you can see the mess of my kitchen and the reality of my life. It's not always super clean and tidy in here. Today we're going to make lip balms. Did you see they went out of stock recently? And there was a really good reason for that. But while you wait for them to come back in stock, we're going to make our own. I bought these containers from Amazon. These guys. I got a bag of 50 for, I don't know, $8. It was really cheap. One thing I do want to mention is this thing that you get with your orders, this little newspaper thing. I normally never read it, but this front page was all written by Gary Young, and there's stains because I read while I'm cooking, so there's stains everywhere. And it's really good because he talks about the early days of Young Living and how he started, and you can really hear his heart, which I heard at convention back in June, which is for pure therapeutic grade essential oils. And I remember him saying at convention that he makes oils for a purpose and not for money, not for a profit. And I do believe him. I do believe that's why the company grew so much, because it was not bent on making money and on profit. He was just so focused on making the best quality possible that everybody was drawn to it and wanted more. And basically the demand is growing super fast, and you can't pretend to make essential oils. You have to buy a new field, but you have to study the history of it. You have to make sure that you're not going to go bankrupt by buying that field if it's far away. So he talks about his heart in there, and that he really is the founder of essential oils in America, used for health purposes. It's a beautiful article. I really encourage you to read it. The other thing I wanted to show you is this. Do you have this guy? If you don't, ask the person who invited you to this page, and I'm sure they'll be more than happy to send you a copy of the guide. It has amazing, I know I've mentioned it before, but it's a really good back to basics if you're new here. It's like, how do I use my oils? There's recipes at the end. There's a short explanation on each of these Sweet 16 oils, which we love. There's FAQ and happy hormones. I mean, it's just really, really amazing. Diffuser options and combos, and then recipes and things. So I encourage you to ask your sponsor or friend to send you one of those. Okay, so over here I have a saucepan, which is supposed to be simmering, but it was too loud, so I turned it down, with just water. So a double boiler thing, is that how you call it? In French it's called a Mary's bath. I don't know why Mary would take a bath like that, but that's how it's called. So it's simmering. We're going to use coconut oil. We're going to use beeswax pellets, and you want them like this, like these guys. You can buy a block, which I think is a little bit cheaper, but then you have to actually shave it, and it's a little bit like you have to use a grater, and it's a little bit more annoying. With this, you're just a bit more flexible, and you want to use a 1 ratio of this to 2 ratio of that. You can go up to 3 times as much coconut oil as beeswax, but to me it's a little too creamy. Like, I want it to hold its shape, especially when it starts getting a little warmer. So let me grab a spoon. You can use measuring spoons like these, and have a Stay Golden shirt. Thank you, Leslie. So I'm going to use these, tablespoon. I have to like bend down so you can see me. Can you hear the water? It's kind of boiling. So I'm going to use 1 like this, and 2 coconut oil. And it starts melting straight away. 1, yeah, I'm using my fingers. These are great stocking stuffers and little gifts for friends. I don't know if you ever read the ingredients on the regular lip balms from the store, even the supposedly natural ones, but there's always an ingredient that makes me annoyed. It's either coloring or sodium lauryl sulfate or something weird like that that I don't want to put on my face. And now it's kind of melting. It really is melting. See? It melts really quickly. Stir. Alright, turn it off. And then you let it cool. You might want to do an ice bath to help it cool down faster. Because, yeah, you want it to cool down. And then you can add your oils. So let me do that. Let me grab some ice from the freezer. Okay. I'm gonna rest it on top of this. Okay, it's already solidifying, so I don't want it to be solid. You can see at the bottom it's already catching. I don't want it to be that hard, because I want to be able to suck it up with my syringe. So I'm going to do vanilla and wintergreen. So that's my interpretation of vanilla mint, which is a holiday special. So just a little bit of vanilla, and do use organic if you can, because there's no point of getting pesticides if you're using therapeutic grade essential oils. It'd be a bit of a shame. And wintergreen, which I got for free with one of the Essential Rewards promos. So I'm going to put maybe 10 drops. It's totally up to you how much you put in there. And then stir again. Seems like a little bit. Okay. And if it's too cold, you can always put it back in here to help it melt again. Obviously, you don't want it to be boiling because your oils will use their therapeutic properties. Okay, now I'm going to use a good old-fashioned syringe, which I put right here. Sorry, I'm twirling everywhere. And then I'll have these guys lined up so you're not going to see my face, but that doesn't matter. So I'm going to make 4. Hopefully that'll be enough for 4. And then just suck it up. These you can get at the grocery store. And then just put it in there to almost the top. Go. Again. I'm a bit distracted because I can hear somebody's awake upstairs. Here. So yeah, that makes 4, and I could make 5, really. It seems like so little, but it fills up really quickly. Go. Yeah, I only have 4 right here. Wait, more. 5. Yay. All I'm doing is just sucking this up like this. Boop. And then putting it in there. Right, top this one up a little. Yay, so that made 5. If you want it to cool faster, you can just plop it in the fridge. And 3 more little caps. And then you can put cute little labels on them, which you can also find on Amazon. I bought some labels for lip balm labels you can find on Amazon, but you can also just type in roller bottle labels, and then you can just label it with whatever you want. So you can also add a little bit of vitamin E if you like. This is just a basic recipe, and then after that you can go as fancy as you want. You can add shea butter. So do half coconut oil, half shea butter, add a little bit vitamin E oil. Another combo that I think would be awesome would be lavender with tangerine, peppermint with cinnamon, cinnamon with orange, bergamot. I mean, the sky's the limit. My good friend Jelena likes citrus fresh, and she gave me one, and it really tastes like a lemon meringue pie, which is amazing. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next week.